Now let us learn practically how we can set up a Scrum project in Jira, which is one of the Agile project management tool. Here our goal is not to use every tool that are being provided by different companies in the market. Here my purpose is to give you an idea of how exactly Agile works, so that you can easily adopt to any tool and work based on the whichever tool that is being used in your organization. Jira is one of the famous and widely used tool in Agile methodology. We will look into that now, practically how we can create a project and use the Jira. Once you understand the concept, you can easily learn any tool in 2 to 3 days for your usage purpose. And here different roles will be using different features related to Jira. Let us see now how we can create a Scrum project in Jira and how you can use the Jira. Here in this document I have recorded the steps so that you can refer this initially for setting up a project in Jira. First thing is, open your web browser and you can type Jira account, right? You can click on this. So since I have already created the account, it is straight away logged in. So let me open another browser. Now I will type Jira account creation. I can type like this, right? You click on this Atlassian Jira software. Okay, not this link. Okay, here you can start using a Jira free today, right? You can click on this. This link I will provide here in the document. You can straight away copy and paste this link and you can use it for creating an account. You provide your email ID, or you can sign up with Google or Microsoft account, right? Or you can provide email ID and you can sign up with Jira. Once you sign up, you can use it up to 10 users for 30 days. They will provide a free trial. After that, your trial period will be over and you need to buy the license. But 30 days will be more than sufficient for you to learn the basic things about Jira. So now I have created the account already, so I'm not going to create account. Account creation will be simple here, and I will also provide the link to you. I have here noted down the link for creating the account in Jira. So now I have come to your Atlassian home page. Actually Jira is provided by the Atlassian, which is the company name. So I click here, I click on Jira here. Now it will take me to the Jira software, right? Here some of the project I have already created earlier, which is showing here, right? I can click on here. These are the projects I have created earlier. You can create a new project. You click on this create project. Once you click on this, you can select the template for your project. We are mainly working on software development projects. Here other projects as well, it will support finance, human resources, others, right? Basically now we are working on Scrum project, Jira Scrum. You can select this particular template, Scrum. If you are working on Kanban, you can select this. So Jira provides various templates for different kinds of projects. So I will select here software development projects and here Scrum template. So use this template, right? Here you can select a team managed or company managed, right? It means you can use this template only this project is accessed by your team. If different teams in the organization are accessing your projects, then you can use company managed. Generally it will be accessed by different teams. Whenever you are working on the organization, I will use this select company managed project. You can give a project name here. I will say demo Scrum, let us say demo Agile Scrum project. You can give your project name here. I will just give some name here and I'll click on next. So now your project is created. So this is how you can create the project. Now you can create an epic. So now the project is created. This is the project. Now you can create an epic. You just click on create button here. Here is the issue type is epic, right? You can select this epic. An epic is a large body of work that can be broken down into smaller tasks known as user stories. Epic, an example can be create a user login system. This is a high level task, right? A large feature is, you can call it as an epic. you can say create a login system. So you can provide the description of the epic here. I will just provide this one. You can select the team here. It means if you have any team. So right now I have not created any team here. Team means you can add a multiple people in this team who should be in this team. Like you can say team 1. You can add the user. Right now only my name is there here. I can create a team 1 like this. You have created the team 1, right? You can add multiple members to this team, then it will notification will goes to all the team members in this team. So you can select the label if you want anything, and you can assign it to some particular user. So right now I will keep it assigned to me itself because I have only one user here. So you can select any particular sprint name here if you want. So I can create an epic now. So it is creating epic. So epic is created now, right? So now this is the epic, right? Create a user login system. You can create a child issue. You can create a story here. For example, you select under this particular epic create login system, you click on this 3 button, create issue, create child issue. Here you select a story. For example, our story can be user stories are small manageable tasks that are a part of epic. It means this is a bigger task, this is a smaller one. For example, user story can be as a user I want to log in securely. This is one of the user story. As a user I want to log in securely. Just press enter. So this is added here. Now you can go to the backlog, click on backlog, and you can select the backlog here, and you can create a sprint. You can name here you can provide a value for the sprint here. I can say sprint 1, and you can provide a sprint start date and end date, sprint goal. You can specify to create login system, right? Like that you can update the sprint details. Now the sprint will get created. This is a DSAP sprint 1, right? So it means out of the sprint is small chunk of larger project. Here we want to achieve the login under this sprint. So you can add the duration here, like let us say you can select the start and end date, or you can select 2 weeks or something like that. I'll select like 1 month, or like, so from this date it is 2 weeks, right? Update the date. So it will update the start and end date accordingly. This is for sprint 1 issue for the sprint 1. So for example, here you can create the task, right? For example, task I want under this epic. This is the user story, right? Under epic 1 login system, under this I create a task. You can create the task here. For example, task can be like, task is like a break the user story into actionable items such as create a login page UI, implement the authentication logic, set up the database user credentials, right? Like this you can mention the task details while creating a task, right? Priority you can set which team is going to handle this, team 1, or you can also mention the particular member name, like username. So you can assign the team member and label if you want anything, and so which sprint. So we want under sprint 1, right? So you can select this sprint, which means and this task we want to complete in this particular sprint, right? So you can create this. So summary, you need to provide a summary as well. So the task summary can be something like login page UI and backend logic, something like that. You can specify this one and then create the task. Now the task is created, right? Under this, so this task is created under this particular user story. This is the epic, this is the user story, this is the task, right? And here you can update various details under task, right? Once you can assign to somebody, and you can update the comment here, right? You can provide the here estimate how much time it is going to take, original estimate, right? How much minute or how much days, right? You can specify that one here. Priority, you can specify labels if you want anything, you can specify here details. This epic and user story will be created by product owner or a business analyst, right? And a task, it will be created by the developer. They can break down this story into task and they can estimate how much time is required for completing the task, right? Whenever a tester is, let us say, doing a testing for this particular login page UI, if they found some issue, then you can go to create, and under this particular project, right, you can create a bug, right? Bug, what is the, let us say, issue in login, or say, let's say error in login, right? You can provide here error details, snapshot, etc., right? And you can specify the parent element which is related to login system. You can select, means this bug is related to this particular login details user story, right? And you can assign this to particular team member, development team you need to assign, and labels anything, environment, which environment you are testing, SIT environment or whatever environment. Here you can provide the attachment, and here you can provide the who is the person who is assigning the details and which sprint, under sprint 1. So you can create this particular bug. It means it is a issue, right? It means this is the bug for this particular user story, and this is a task for this particular user story, and this is the epic. It means larger goal is a login system. Here it is a one goal. As a user, I want to log in securely, right? And in this login system epic, there can be multiple user stories, right? I want to reset the password, can be another user story here. For example, here I can add here, let us say user story, right? I want to add the user story, means click here, story, right? I can add reset password. As a user, I want to reset password, right? This can be another, this one. So it is under this epic one. You can provide the description here and many other details you can provide. You can assign to particular team, right? So sprint also, particular sprint, you can create it, right? So here you can see here you are able to see under backlog another epic, right? If you click on this, you will find the details here, and you can assign and you can update the details here as well. So now we have created the epic, created the story and a task. Now you can create a sprint as well. That one also we have created. Here you can see this is the sprint, active sprint you can find here. Once you start the sprint, you can find the sprint here. You can start the sprint here, 2 weeks. You can start here. So you can find the active sprint here. Once your sprint is started, you can find the sprint here. To do, what is the issue? Here is to do, right? So you can update the things here in the backlog, to do. So we have also seen how you can create the bug or issue while testing if any issue is found, and you can create a dashboard here for monitoring purpose. For example, you go to dashboards and create a dashboard. Let us say I will call it as demo dashboard, right? You can save this demo dashboard, and what are the components you want in this dashboard. For example, you want what are the things that you want to see in the dashboard. For example, issue in progress you want to see, any charts, right? There are various things you can select here. What are the things assigned to me, you can select here. You can select any, there are some charts like pie chart also you can select here, right? You can customize this in many ways, right? Workload pie chart like this, and you can click on done here. So this is a dashboard, you need to refresh. So okay, I need to edit this actually. No filter selected, assigned to me. Okay, we'll save it here. Okay, filter, no filter or filter specified. Advanced search. You can select this. So pie chart you can select. Okay, you can save this. So you will get some chart like this, and assign to me what are the columns that you want: start date, end date, actual send date, actual start date, all these things you can save. So once you save, you can specify done, and if there is any data available, it will show. See, for example, total issues 5, unassigned 3, assigned 2. It means if you click on the unassigned, so these are the unassigned issues. You can assign here, assign it to me, or you can assign to some other person as well. You can just click and select the name here, and this is also not assigned, right? You can assign to someone. This is also not assigned. You can assign to someone, and if you go back again to the dashboard, you will see everything is assigned here 100%. Earlier you were able to see unassigned this one as well. So what are all assigned to me, you can see here, right? So projects, you can go here. This is our project, demo project. So this is an issue which is in do, which is to do, and you can move it here in progress when you start working. Once it is done, you can move it here as well, right? And you can customize this. For example, you can add a more column like review. After done, you want to review, then you can do review here, right? So it will be reviewed and then it will go to done, right? You can customize this number of columns here in the dashboard as well. So you can see the backlogs here, means what are all to do things, and it's a timeline. It will show here when start and end date, right? And under this epic, what are the stories available. So this user story epic, also another epic that we have created as a user. I want to reset the password also, you can see here, right? You can assign a story points here, estimated time, right? Tracking time. So many things you can specify here, right? Apart from this, there are some other features, like you can invite the team members here. For example, here there will be some option here. If you click on here, you can add the emails, add people to this particular project. You can add, and you can click on add here, select the role of this person who is going to be added here, right? You can add more people, and you can connect the Jira to various external tools. For example, you can connect to the GitHub, so that it will automatically communicate with that, and based on the Git action, it will update here as well in the Jira, right? Based on the action that has happened, it will update here the status of the issue. So this is about the Jira, and it has various other features. If you want to know more about Jira, you go to this particular link, and if you go here, you will find various things related to Jira, right? These are the like tutorials you can find, right? How you can do each of these tasks. Here you can see getting started, be various things you can go through here, whatever mentioned here. What are the different things that you can do using Jira. And Jira, you can use each members, developer, the tester, the product owner, scrum master, they will be accessing different features in Jira. Some users might be creating a customized dashboard, some users will just update the task, some users might be updating the timeline, right? So different purposes you can use it. So once you start using, you will be more familiar, but basic thing is it is used for managing the projects. Here you can record your issues, here you can record your task, like a user epic, that is a larger task. Here you can record your user story, that is a scenario, and for that, completing that scenario, what are all the things to be done, accordingly you can update here whether it is done or not done. And also when you are testing, you can update any issue found during the testing, and that will be resolved, and then that will move to the done status. If you go here, timeline, right? So active sprint, if you go here, what are the things in progress, what is in under review, what is done, like that you can observe here. So basically you can track the progress of the project, and you can record the various details, like what is the issue, what you are working on, who is working on what, And also we have seen in the dashboards, you can generate the customized dashboard, like how many issues are assigned to each person, right? This is, you can see what are all things assigned to me, it is showing here, right? So that you can track here and you can work on this, you can prioritize this, right? You can set the priority as well here. If you go to the particular project and you can click on this task, you can set the priority also here somewhere. Setting the priority, it should be somewhere here. Okay, priority, here you can see, you can change it to medium, high, highest, low, lowest, right? So these are the things. So we have discussed these things about the Jira. So basic things, you can explore more things. They have provided the tutorial here, that link also I will provide in this document. So our basic idea here is to give you an understanding of the concept, how the tools are used in Agile Scrum framework. Here our goal is to give you an understanding of how this project management tools are used in Agile. There are many other tools available in the market as well. So based on the organization that you are working, you might be using completely different tool. But the thing is, once you understand the concept that it is used for tracking and recording your project, and you can also monitor this project through this dashboard that we have created. So slightly different features and menus will be available in a different tool, but once you understand the concept, if you use it for like 1 or 2 weeks, easily you can use the tool for your day-to-day work. So this is about the project management tool. So now we have discussed about this particular project management tool in Agile, that is Jira. We have learned how you can set up the Jira account and how you can create the project in Jira and how you can update and create the dashboards and so on, right? In the next coming lectures, we will discuss about the version control tools in Agile as well as CI/CD tools. Thank you for watching.